The John Doe investigation wraps up with no charges against Governor Scott Walker.
His supporters are calling it vindication. His political enemies, they're calling it something else. Our Mike Lowe with more from Madison.
Obviously, we're pleased that the process is completed.
The John Doe investigation is over. Milwaukee County District Attorney John Chisholm issued a statement saying, "After a review of the John Doe evidence, I am satisfied that all charges that are supported by proof beyond a reasonable doubt have now been brought and concluded. As a consequence, last week my office petitioned for, and Judge Nettesheim has granted, the closure of the John Doe investigation."
We're pleased that the district attorney looked into that, did a review, took action, and ultimately took justice was served in those cases.
The probe into then Milwaukee County Executive Scott Walker's aides and associates began back in May of 2010. It lasted nearly 3 years.
We will continue to closely abide by the rules of the John Doe process.
All along, the governor insisted he was not a target and reminded reporters the investigation was initiated at his request.
We were the ones that initiated this.
The investigation reached a fever pitch in the weeks leading up to the recall election.
It's a cloud that hangs over this whole election.
And speculation about where it was leading was rampant.
There's a strong chance that he's going to be indicted in the next couple of months.
In all, 6 of Walker's aides and associates were charged with crimes.
This brings up more questions than it answers, frankly.
State Democratic Party Chair Mike Tate isn't satisfied with the investigation's conclusion.
There's a big difference between being able to be proven guilty in a court of law and being responsible for the criminal activity that was occurring just steps from your desk.
Friday, the governor says he's been vindicated.
The biggest thing I'm pleased is the process is completed, and I think we can move forward.
And Governor Walker told us tonight he does not believe the John Doe investigation was a political witch hunt. Still, he had to spend tens of thousands of dollars in a legal defense fund to defend himself over the course of nearly 3 years. Today, we asked him also what the future would hold for that legal defense fund, and he told us, quote, he would figure out a way to wrap it up. Reporting live tonight outside the state capitol in Madison, Mike Lowe, Fox 6 News.
Mike, I want to go off on a tangent with you for a moment. You talked to Mike Tate today from the Democratic Party. I want to ask you about some tweets that Graham Zielinski, the spokesperson of the Democratic Party, put out today, comparing Governor Walker to Jeffrey Dahmer. A lot of people, as you can imagine, had a very strong reaction to that. Did Mike Tate talk about that? I know Mayor Barrett was distancing himself from that greatly.
Mayor Barrett distanced himself from that, and Mike Tate, the chairman of the Democratic Party, basically walked back from those, said they were sorry for sending out the insensitive remarks. And when Governor Walker was asked what he thought about being compared to Jeffrey Dahmer, he said the person who wrote the tweets, Graham Zielinski, was insignificant.
Have you seen, has Zielinski issued any sort of retraction or apology, or has it just been Mike Tate speaking for him now?
Mike Tate has been speaking again. Those were tweets that were sent out early this morning, and we haven't seen much from Graham Zielinski's Twitter feed since that time.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Mike Lowe in Madison tonight.
And actually, we have more right now on the John Doe investigation. Is the